5-star and T-Bone up in here. Let's get this party started.
Oh, we the Big Easy Mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we the Big Easy Mafia. Oh, we the Big Easy Mafia. Oh, we the Big Easy Mafia. Stand up, get crunk, make noise. About to go down for a black and gold hard. We ready, jam tight, no bluff. Saints are locked the winter ring, got a handcuff. Beating down your block, Crescent City cloth in the air. Ask me if I'm a fan, I said hell yeah. Big Easy Mafia is what I be.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to another edition of Down South Sports Fanatics. Happy holidays, everybody. We got a great show for y'all tonight. But without further ado, let me bring in my co-host himself, the voice of reason, Dave Robin.
What's up, man? I see all the Christmas stuff, man. I feel very festive. I thought for sure that you were going to go with Poncho's request for Last Christmas by George Michael for us to come out to that. Because Poncho was fighting pretty hard for that earlier today.
Oh, my God. Well, listen, we're going to bring him out. The hard truth, the Paris prisoner. What's up, Mr. Pancho Gonzalez?
Man, it'd be more like a Boys to Men, like Let It Snow type, you know?
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Oh,
It ain't the Mariah Carey, I can promise you that.
No, dude, that's like become one of my most hated ones. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Real shit, the George Michael one does kick ass, man.
It does. And also, we got to bring on Pelicans super fan, my nephew himself. What's up, Fernando?
What's going on, guys? Sorry I couldn't be on camera right now. I'm trying to get to the house, but I have no idea what y'all are talking about with this.
Man, look, last weekend Fernando I called him ugly last week, bro. Look at it. And this week, this motherfucker, look, he won't even show his face this week, bro.
Sorry, can't say shit
God.
now.
Well, listen.
Poncho's always judging dudes on here, man. Every week.
Listen, let's talk about it because, listen, whether you like it, love it, how you want the season to go, Tyler Shuck did his thing. Dave, let's talk about it.
I like it, man. I think we said it last week, right? Y'all, we're out of draft a quarterback situation now. Yeah, dude, look, Chuck, gutsy performance, man. The guy's got to protect himself a little bit better. You know, I think I don't want to see him taking those hits around the shoulder, around the head, that sort of thing. But ball placement, really good. We were hard on Olave, you know, for that drop, but I got to give Olave credit, man. I give credit where it's due, dude, and he kicked ass down the stretch. But that touchdown throw to Olave, y'all, that was one of the best throws I think I've seen in the NFL all year. It was just a dart, dude. I'm liking everything I see about Tyler Shuck right now. But I'll tell you, man, our defense, dude, doesn't get enough attention if you ask me, dude. The short yardage D has been outstanding, dude. I think we're all the way up to 11th in the NFL in yards per game. So, dude, big change from a year ago.
Big change. Pancho, your thoughts, brother?
All I can tell you, man, is from the front half of this season to the second half of this season, the teams you're playing are two different leagues right now, man. So I guess, you know, Tyler is getting the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully he does shine through this stretch. I mean, because, man, we got the Jets, we got the Titans. And, man, come on, bro. We got a rough, you know, a really beat. And it's just enough to get us at the 14th or the 15th pick right now, dog. And that's my problem right now. That's my dilemma. We need to get better. And I think through the draft is where we need to get. I didn't want to draft 12th. I'd rather draft at 5 and then trade back to 8 or 9, maybe 10, and build that way. But we own the pieces. I mean, we're probably a favorite to beat the fucking Jets. We're not a favorite to beat any other team in the league other than the Jets.
You're not the favorite.
I would expect that.
In that game?
No, the Jets are getting 3.
Oh, they're getting 3, so we are the favorite.
I mean, the Saints are getting 3. I'm sorry, Saints are getting
Wait,
3.
get out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd bet listen, man, I'm not trying to – I don't want nobody to call me up if we lose, but I would sit there and bet like a few hundred on this one.
I'm messing with you.
Like, this is a lock, bro. We are winning this game. It's not even going to be
Dave's
close.
about to lose his shit.
We're about to win this game by like 17. I'm not kidding. I think it's gonna be the one of the most impressive victories all year. Shit.
I mean,
I'm trying to do two things at once, and I'm failing miserably.
Well, the good thing is we're going against the Jets. Going against the Jets with a terrible Jets defense that just fired their defensive coach. They grabbing at strings. Aaron Glenn's trying to hold on to his job, which he's going to see it through this year. So, I mean, there's a lot of bad on the Jets. So, what are you really going to see this week out of the Saints? Listen, man, I just hope Shuck shines, because if he don't, dog, it's going to be a miserable day for all three of us, because we're going to be back in the boat.
What do you mean by hope he shines?
Well, I hope it ain't a 150, one
Sean,
touchdown and one
Pancho,
interception day.
I honestly think, Pancho, that you're the only one in this city that don't think the future's with Chuck.
Hey, where's Fernando, man? Fernando's in here?
Why can't you just accept the Saints hit on the quarterback?
No, I do, but I would like to see him against the talent of
They went against the team last week that's in playoff contention.
Yeah, Pancho.
Dude, that is a I said that 3 weeks ago when we played Carolina. Didn't I not say that? That is a terrible team, bro.
No, Carolina's not a terrible team. What are you talking about?
Carolina is an absolute terrible. Like, they're like,
Tampa
dude,
terrible?
come on.
Carolina was in first place when we played them.
Is Tampa terrible?
I mean, Dave, is that saying a lot?
No, but okay, well, hold on.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's call it spade a spade, dog. Let's call it.
Is Tampa terrible? Is Tampa terrible?
At the moment, Tampa is just as terrible as everybody else.
So you can make an argument the Saints might be playing the best ball in the NFC South right now.
Man, we all playing terrible ball.
Yeah.
I mean, we playing the best of the terrible ball. Is that what you want to call it?
But I mean, hey, brother, wait. Y'all said, I don't know which one of y'all said. I think it was Pancho when the season started. If we're never going to get a win. The easiest win is week 1 against Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Man, listen, it's shit. And people are getting fired. Teams, quarterbacks are going through this. Man, the Jets. Who are the Jets? Dave, who is the Jets starting quarterback for this game? Please tell me.
I don't know. Tyrod Taylor. I have no idea.
Do you even know? That's how. Listen,
Tyrod
Richie.
I mean,
that is how terrible the Jets are. Dave is like the human statistician.
But Pancho, you last week was saying that 2 weeks ago you said the Saints were the worst team in the league.
Yes, I mean, yeah, we there, bro.
Hey man, but we could have 4 wins.
I mean, the Jets. It's the Jets, the Raiders, and then probably us.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Where's Fernando, man? Where's he?
I mean, Tennessee. The fact that we even having this conversation just shows you where the Saints are really at, bro.
I mean, but let me ask you guys this. Let's go back to a year ago. What I'm seeing right now is a whole lot better of a feeling for me as a fan going forward than what I saw late last year.
No, we got something to look forward to. The problem is you don't want to intertwine these contracts, massive contracts with rookie you get what I'm saying? I just think
you still got to keep the smart approach, but you want to see these guys do well, is what I'm saying. Like
what I would like to see right now is to go get 2 vet guards, draft receiver, and if we can get Jeremiah Love some fucking how and draft a receiver in the 2nd round, dog.
You don't draft a running back in the 1st round.
If Jeremiah Love falls into your lap, dude.
How did it work out for the Raiders?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not a big fan of drafting a wide receiver in this draft or running back that early. I want an edge rusher. I know some people have us going O-line, which I'm starting to try to wrap my hands around it, my head around.
No, we can't. You can't go.
Listen to me. You got perfect opportunity, and me and Dave both agree to go get a pass rushing guy that can change that defense.
Yeah, pair somebody with Chase Young, with Carl Granderson.
Man, but Rich, I understand that, and it has to be it can't be an Isaiah Foskey. It can't be, man. It can't be a Davenport. It can't because that's what we've been doing. Davenports and Foskeys and Peyton Turner. I mean, how many times? I mean, we can go down the line.
But you talking about guys that were drafted before last year, Pancho. Let's talk about this draft class this year because it was a very good draft class.
And Pancho, you got to take that into consideration as well. The fact that Staley is going to be a guy behind this pick. It's not going to be Dennis Allen or somebody like that behind this pick. Right. I trust what I'm seeing from Staley right now.
You got to trust. Look what he
his
just
identity
did.
For his defense. You
got to trust him. Look what he just did. Look at his draft class.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look, right now the corner Riley made a tremendous play in that game to break up a touchdown from McMillan. I think he pushed off on that play.
Sit here and you sit here and we discuss whether we should give Chris Olave money. We need to discuss if we should give Reese money because he ain't been that good.
Hear me out, guys. Here we got Chris Olave, Vele, Tipton at wide receiver. We got a bummed up AK that needs to go. You got Devin Neal and a Kendre Miller that's coming off ACL. And you don't want a running back.
No, not at all.
No,
You
no,
don't
here's
have
the thing.
receivers, and you have no skill
You can
players.
get a running back later in rounds. You gotta realize where you drafted Alvin Kamara at.
We did. We got Devin Neal. I mean,
But he can't stay healthy.
you got him in the later rounds, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Look, man, I think running back is going to be
nothing to do with
addressed. I
them
do.
going later rounds, Pancho.
This is why I'm telling you that we needed to get the early pick to get a boatload of picks because you got 7 picks right now. We got 8 picks maybe, and you need to fill a shitload of positions.
You don't need to draft. That's the stupidest thing if they draft a running back with that pick.
Absolutely. If it's Jeremiah Love, it's the exception to the rule.
He's not that good.
Well, wait, guys,
absolutely.
like that. But look, there's going to be running backs in the second round.
He's that good, Pancho? He's that
Yes.
good?
Yeah, he's good.
Better than Genty? Because if Genty was coming out in this draft,
I would say he's faced better talent than Genty. Yeah.
All right, so hold on. So running back, how about the guy we're going to see Sunday, y'all? I mean, are we just already blowing Estime out the equation here? I mean, Estime's a 21-year-old back, year 2. He's a big guy. He's like a bowling ball, basically. I mean, what if this guy comes out and impresses these final games? I mean, does he earn a spot for next year? And you get to a point where maybe you force Alvin Kamara
listen,
to go a little bit.
Are we talking about fucking getting 7 wins? Or are we talking about getting to the playoffs? Where are we trying to get with this boat, bro? I
want to see an offense. Okay, so I want to see an offense.
Are we trying to gas this motherfucker up? Or are we trying to row it? What are we trying to do here?
Wait,
I want to. You got to give me like a minute here because I don't understand the whole like who are we sucking for? Like, there's no one to suck for.
No,
we got our quarterback.
No. You're trying to.
I mean,
the earlier you pick, the better off you are, right? The earlier you pick, then if you decide not to use that pick, then you can move back for a number of picks.
The Saints are going to draft in the top 10 anyway you got it.
Well, look,
no, we're not.
Here's my thing. Hold on. For me, I got a great theory here, man. I don't know if it's the reefer that I smoked earlier, but listen, man, I have a great theory here. So if you're saying you wanted to get into a spot where somebody would want to trade up with you and give you the farm for like a top 3 pick.
Well, I'm saying the farm. I'm saying something other than like.
So
the team, like when we traded Chris Olave, we traded 2 number 1 picks to get Chris Olave. Mm-hmm. I want to be that guy. They traded.
I like that idea, Pancho, but I still think we're going to get. I guess what I'm trying to get at is if anybody's going to trade up in this draft, it's going to be to get one of the 3 main quarterbacks, right? So if that's the case, that's going to push one of the top 2 edge rushers down to us, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you think so? That's why I'm kind of not too worried about it. I'm not worried if I get a top 3 pick because I know we're going to get a badass edge rusher falling out left.
There is not a player, and look, this is a talented draft, but there's not one guy in this draft that people were like, oh my God, this is a can't miss. So the problem is you don't have nobody to suck for.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not necessarily sucking. People like Olave wasn't the person that people would have moved. Olave wasn't a person a team would have moved up to get, but the Saints went moved up and gave up 2 first-round picks for him.
Well, look, I think you do, Pancho. I think you're improving in spite of Mickey. I think this improvement is more of a testament to Kellen Moore and that coaching staff. They're the ones that handpicked Chuck. Jeff Ireland. No, I'm saying because Loomis still made some awful decisions. This isn't like he doesn't get a special gift in the mail from all us fans on Christmas because they're playing better. This is because of Kellen Moore and that coaching staff and Jeff Ireland.
And what a great job Kellen Moore is doing with this current roster right now.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and look, you may have those finds. Look, we found our place kicker, right, y'all? I mean, this dude's, game-winning kick. I think Charlie Smith is the guy.
I don't know how this secondary is holding up and having the same defense ranked as high as they are right now.
I think the cornerback.
We're playing in terrible teams, my guys.
Not all year we haven't. Not all year we haven't.
The last couple of weeks, I mean,
Pancho, Carolina's not a terrible team. I mean, Carolina's got a chance to go to the playoffs. They're going to win at least 8 or 9 games this year. They're a pretty average, middle of the road.
Pancho, I don't know why you think Carolina's a bad team.
They're getting them past the eye test. They haven't looked dominant in any fashion whatsoever at all. Zero.
Dominant teams this year.
No,
they haven't.
No, but I mean, here's my thing.
They haven't.
They lost to some shitty ass teams, bro.
Are we saying that Chuck hasn't played nobody? Is that what we're saying?
They beat Philadelphia. They beat Green Bay. What do you mean they haven't beat the contenders?
Yeah, they beat some good teams.
They beat
Carolina
Green
had.
Bay.
I would love to
He's
see
right on that,
Sharp
dude.
play somebody in these
They
last
beat
3
Green Bay
games that
anyway.
was something meaningful because we're
What the
playing the
fuck?
Jets,
Whoa,
the
Fonzie, you just
Titans.
playing a team that's trying to win a division, dude. Last week, that was meaningful as hell for them.
Come on, Dave.
They
Fonzie,
just
you
beat.
smoking that really good shit.
So
I mean,
you
dude,
don't
I'm
think
thinking,
that's
hey, I
so
caught a
you
little wolf
telling
or something
wait,
earlier. I need to know what grade you
wait a
had. You
minute,
have like
wait a
the
minute.
Rolex
So
of
you're
Reaper
telling
over there,
me?
man.
So you're telling me beating Green Bay in Green Bay is that a quality win?
Yes, in a sense.
Beating Philadelphia,
I'm saying personally, I just don't think
Yeah.
Carolina is.
beating
If
Philadelphia in
if
Philadelphia.
Carolina or Tampa do get in the playoffs,
Yeah.
it's going to be a late exit. I mean, early exit for either one. You know.
Okay,
I
whoa.
agree.
All right,
I agree
wait.
with you there, Poncho, but they're still a playoff caliber team. That's the thing.
I mean, if you call a 7-win
Hold
team
on.
a playoff caliber,
Poncho.
Dave, then we can take that. We can take that argument, bro. I agree with you.
Wait. Let's ask this then: Is Chicago a good team?
Yeah, at the point in the season, yeah. I mean, now they are. They
Well,
wasn't earlier.
what team is good in the NFC? Because you're naming teams.
Boy, hold on. Let me throw this out there real quick before y'all get into this further. Tyler Shuck's first ever start was against probably the best team in the NFC. And he looked pretty good doing it against a red-hot Rams team. He didn't look bad for a guy making his first NFL start. So, I mean, to me, you got the toughest opponent we faced all year out the way right there.
Listen now, so
early in the year, but
listen.
Buffalo's
So
been up and down
what I'm just hoping
early
is
on.
what he done last game will continue, obviously, because it didn't happen the week before, and I just want consistency. But the problem is we're not playing that again. Looking at the next 3 teams or next 2 teams we're playing, and it's terrible, bro. I mean, we play.
You don't like the idea that like Kellen Moore's system and Brandon Staley's system is starting to work, and you're starting to learn how to win again.
Yes. I understand. I mean, that's why like LSU go plays McNeese State. You get what I'm saying?
No, I mean, look, if we needed a quarterback, I would be with you 100% on this to a certain degree. Well, not 100%, but I'd be a lot closer if we needed a quarterback. But now we have our quarterback.
That's what I'm saying now. So now so if you think you got Shucks, so now so you can't go draft an O lineman because you need 2 guards. That's where you're at right now. So it's either
I don't think you do.
What about Simpkins or whatever? Yeah, man, what's up with that?
You need to go get 2 vet guards, and that to anchor that. Once you get the O line down, like you can't build that through the draft because you can't get too young.
So you think that you got Ruiz is here?
Root man.
Now listen, and this is my
He just
thing.
signed a new contract. We ain't going nowhere.
Right now with him, I would use him as my post June 1st cut and stretch his money out over the next couple of years. I think he's Cesar Ruiz to me is one of the worst starting guards in the NFL. And I mean, dude, I'm sorry, he gets beat repeatedly. I don't know if you guys watch it. He's flagged. It feels like twice a game. He's beaten repeatedly.
Well, that was another Mickey Loomis blunder.
So Rick, here's my dream draft. We would go get 2 vets guards. We're not. We'd address a wide receiver. You need to go tight end somewhere, either through the draft or through free agency, and then you need to get a running back somewhere other than what we have.
You got a running back on your roster that's 21 years old.
Look, if Estimate plays really well in this start and then does it again the following week, do you start believing in Estimate for next year?
You got to.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you're going in with Estimate. You're going in there with Estimate and Devin Neal because right now, your ball is still ACL. I mean, so Kendra Mills not.
No, you can't count on Kendra. You can't. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So what are you doing? You're rolling Estimate and Devin Neal, and you want to go. You want to go win 10 games?
Well, let me ask you this: what about
you want to win 10 games? Right? Is that what you're trying to do? I mean, 10 games is not too much to ask, right?
What about a lesser? Okay, what about a lesser tier for not like a?
Tell me how to get to 10 games.
What, next year?
Yes.
I'm going to make a bold prediction, and if they follow Dave's fucking philosophy of how to run an offseason, I'm going to write my 5 bullet points. Like I said last week, call the Raiders up, get Michael Mayer. They're not going to give him an extension. They got the best tight end in football on a rookie contract. I give them a 4th or 5th round pick from Michael Mayer. I go ahead. Secondly, like Pancho, you're right about the guard thing. I go pick me up a veteran guard. I get the best guard in the free agent market as long as he's under like 28 years old. I'm signing a dude to a 4 or 5 year deal. Like Richie said, I'm getting the best pass rusher in this draft, hands down with that first pick. Second pick, let me look for an offensive weapon that could add a spark at that point. But I want to see what about these second-tier running backs, guys? That's my last part of my philosophy. We need a legit running back. I think it's time to move on from Alvin Kamara. What about a guy like Sean Tucker or Tyler Algier that might come available? Would you go after that before drafting a guy high?
I think Sean Tucker deserves a shot.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like that. And look, sometimes it's a situation where that guy's overshadowed by Bucky Irving.
Today, the problem is you can't hit too many free agent deals.
I got news for you, Valet, for your boyfriend stayed the Chargers. He's going to be a free agent.
Now, here it is. Look, Richie, listen. This is why I'm telling you can't lay your eggs in a basket in free agency because the money isn't there next year. Now you can stretch it off.
The money ain't there. The Saints.
Wait, I thought we got a lot better cap situation going into next year.
No, next year I think it's the last year with the Cam Jordan and the Taysom Hill and the DeMar.
You got to realize the car deal's coming off. You got over $40 million in cap.
That's a good point. I think Taysom's coming off the books too. I might be wrong on that.
Yes,
I think Taysom's $16 million or whatever it is.
The Saints will be $40 million under the cap next year.
Yeah, so the cap situation.
I don't know about that.
But Pod, no, I think we do get better. I kept thinking to myself, 2026 it starts getting better. But don't go crazy and say, oh, well, let me blow my wad on. I criticize Houston for this when they did this with Stephon Diggs, and that worked out terribly. I used to argue with Knowles all the time. I thought that was the most wasteful trade. Wasteful signing to go get Diggs that year just because they had cap space. I said, hey, dude, you could have drafted 11.
You back?
Like 5 other guys.
Fernando's back, I guess.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Hey, yes, Fernando. Yeah, man.
I was gonna say I think the cap. I think the Saints, when all said and done, is gonna be about $10 million over the cap still next year. But
what?
That's just yeah.
Now,
yeah, bro.
They we
got Taysom Hill next year at 13.7.
Hold on, man. I'm looking this up, man. Y'all got me leaving.
They can get under easily.
Why is everybody looking cap up? I mean,
so look, Taysom Hill's got 14, AK's got 18, Cam's got 19.
They cutting AK.
AK's got 19, Cam's got 19, Chase Young's got $30 million, Granderson's got $20 million, Juwan Johnson's got $22 million.
Think about this.
This is next year's numbers you tell me.
Turn your volume up.
80 million. Saints are 80 million over usually, and they sign players. So if they're 10 million, it's pretty easy to sign.
Yeah, they're 9.5 over as of right now.
Yeah, I see that too. But you got to look at is their contracts. I mean, we'd have to look deeper into this because there may be cuttable contracts that won't.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. That's why I've been pushing these draft picks for a reason, dog. Just because I knew we wasn't getting it through the free agency because of the money.
Well, let's just look at it this way. Hold on. Let me throw two. Well, no, go ahead, Pancho. I want to throw out a couple.
Unless you start doing 27 and 28 cap heavy, and you can't add it into 26, and that puts you in cap hell in them years.
So here's my thing. Pre-cut. So hold on, guys, real quick. I want to get this in because I'm looking at what Pancho was talking about. So here's my thing. You can make 2 cuts right now and be roughly almost $30 million over the cap. And I think they're cuts that we would all agree upon. Cesar Ruiz being one of them. You would save $16 million if you cut Cesar Ruiz. Wow, there's no way this could be right. But if it is right, and I'm not saying I want to cut this guy because he's playing better, but if you cut Juwan Johnson before June 1st, $22 million.
That bitch, cut him.
I don't even know how this is right. I'm looking at it, but that's what it has on over the cap. And
are they taking into account like
15.7 mil with Taysom Hill? Now there could be restructures involved here as well. You know, they can move money around, but $9 million ain't as bad as.
And this is why I've been looking at this for the last years or two. That's why I've been telling you we need to solve for draft picks because throwing money at the situation isn't.
But Pancho, the worst is behind us. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree.
Like, I mean, we had some.
Well, no, you're in the middle of it right now. Like you're in the middle. Next year is at the end, and then they got a little bit in 27, but it's mostly going in 27.
I mean, let me ask you this. Here's another guy. I think a lot of us.
Why
it's
can't
weird.
you roll out? Why can't you got your defense is solid right now?
Would you guys cut Pete Warner to save $12 million?
Yes.
And that's, I think, a fair conversation. I think that's a good debate there.
I think you'll be able to trade Pete Warner.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could, and I'm looking at all these numbers that come off if they pre June 1st.
And this is why I've been stressing trade.
We should have kept him and we should have kept Ellis and let him go.
Listen, so Fernando, we trade. Say you trade Pete Warner for say a 5th, right? You trade Cam for like a 6th, a late 7th. You trade DeMario for a 6th or a 7th. You trade AK for like a 5th or maybe a 4th if you can get it. Now you take all these picks, and then you
Oh
move
my
up to
God.
you in the second round by then. You take
You're not doing none of that.
Now, look, Ponch, you got to remember this too. I don't think they'll trade DeMario. I think he's too important to this.
and I get it. I'm just saying in my perfect world, because none of these guys are going to see a championship on this team. Is
I
what I'm
remove
saying.
Kamara right now because I don't know what Kamara really brings. I don't know about you guys. I respect Kamara, everything he's accomplished with the Saints, but it feels like the effort wasn't there this year or last year. It feels like he's checked out, like he's just going through the motions, collecting a check.
The same guys that came on this show in the beginning of the year said this defense was going to be terrible.
Who's that?
We all said this defense is going to be pretty bad because they were old.
If we could go back and look at the old shows, look, I'm wrong about shit. I'm right about shit. But I said this would be the best Saints defense since Sean Payton left the building. I remember saying that before the season started because I had a lot of faith in Staley as a coordinator going to that new scheme.
And that's how you asked. Brandon Staley was a former head coach, and so he came from a defensive background. So that's all you ask is for the young guys to develop because we've been holding on to these older guys for so long. And nobody wanted to turn the corner. And I've been trying to turn this corner forever, and nobody wanted to turn it with me. It was like, let's keep re-signing. Again, at the end of the day, everybody wants to fucking win, but you have to invest in your future, bro.
Pasha, would you agree with this? This is my thing with the salary cap and where we're at right now. If we all agree, and I missed the first part of the conversation, but I hope Poncho's on board now. But if Chuck's the guy, right? And you have him on a rookie deal right now, that is the perfect time to start make moves.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why you invest in 2 vet guards, you protect him, you got your tackles are lined up, your centers lined up, you protect Shuck, you give him all day to fucking pass.
Why do you want to go get vets if you're rebuilding?
Oh, you gotta go. You gotta have some vets.
I think you gotta have that mix of both, right?
Well, I'm saying vets in a 5 or 6 year guy. I'm not saying a 9 or 10 year vet. I'm not saying a 9.
But y'all making it seem like it's that easy to go find a line because you can ask Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. It ain't that easy to find.
No, they're out there, Richie. They're out there because the people who
ain't out there, Pancho.
No, but hold on, y'all. The Saints have been investing in their line, though, guys. I mean, we used 2 first-round picks back-to-back years, and we hit on 2 guys, and then you had Eric McCoy, who's arguably the best center in the league. So we've been hitting on guys.
But my thing is,
I got news for y'all. I'm not disagreeing about the guard play. I agree with all y'all. The guard play has got to have improvement. But I'm not sure there's anything out there that's going to make you that much greater.
Richie, here's the problem. So you couldn't run the ball because the fucking guards were getting ate up. And the 2 guards on the center, the interior, the O-line was getting demolished. So your quarterback couldn't set. I understand that. Your quarterback couldn't set. Your running backs couldn't run. So you get McCoy back. You short back up with 2 vet guards. You re-sign Olave to a $20 million 3-year deal for $60 million. And you go draft you a good young wide receiver if you can get somebody in the free agency that's looking for a spot. But other than that, you can't draft a guard and put in there and then think we're going to go somewhere.
Why not?
Because you can't, man.
Hold on. So this is what let's be real.
You're telling me you don't think there's guards in this league to play right now?
Oh yeah, look, Richie. I mean,
not from college.
They're gonna go into the tent in the offseason. They're gonna go in the meeting room, whatever you want to call it, grab some takeout food, drink some coffee. They're gonna talk about, hey, who's the best guards available in free agency? How do we like these guys and the idea of possibly paying them $12 to $15 million per season versus let's look at the class coming in out of college. If there's a heavy guard draft and we can maybe be able to steal a really good guard in the 3rd round or something, or maybe
that could set you back.
I think it's all about what's available, and I don't think any of us have looked into the guards in this coming draft yet, but I think that's all going to remain to be seen. I think we're a little too ahead of things with that, y'all. That's just my opinion. I think we got.
I'm just saying, if you want to come relevant next year, the best way is to get some vet guards, draft a young wide receiver to go.
Y'all keep saying guards. Are we sure we're going to keep McCoy on this team with his injuries?
I think you have to, man. His upside's too good, Richie. I think you need to go find a depth option. Like you said, I do agree with getting a contingency plan.
You're going to move the guy who's playing center right now to guard.
I think you got to get somebody. You got to get some more depth. That's for sure. I mean, we know about depth. Look at the Charger situation. The Chiefs this year.
Well, I mean, you got to get at least one vet starter and another vet that could fill a plug. I'm not saying you're not going to go get 2 vets that's going to start. you need one vet that's gonna start, and then your O line goes down, as you know, every other fucking game. So you still need somebody. If you're trying to put together a run of some sort, you the interior of the line has to be shored up because
Yeah, you got to get time to make some plays. Absolutely, and you got to have a running game. Like you
I
said.
mean, if you're gonna go see Jalen Carter in the playoffs, I mean, you got to have some interior linemen there, you know.
Lance says maybe Zion can play guard.
Hey, look, I mean, maybe he'll do something, man. I don't know. I mean, he looks like a guy that could, man. I don't know. Zion might be.
God,
Wait, so talking about the free agency still a little bit. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but I will say this: if you look at the Patriots, how they were last year, they got their quarterback right, and I believe Dave or one of y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Patriots were the highest spending team in free agency this past offseason as well. And look how quick that turnaround was. So
Yeah,
I think
good point. Good point.
There's context that they have a new coach who's one of the best coaches in the league, probably.
As you can see, you don't want your QBs running for their lives, aka Shock, aka Jackson Dart, aka guys.
Wait. The Saints actually are on the top end in quarterback pressures. I hope you know that.
What's that? You mean on defense?
On offense. I'm talking about
as far as
they have their
the
quarterback.
least amount of pressure, you mean?
Yes, the least amount of yes.
Now that would surprise the hell out of me.
Yeah, the eye test does not say that.
Yeah.
The eye test doesn't, but if you look it up, y'all can Google. Y'all Googling motherfuckers. Go ahead and Google.
Hey man, look, Fernando made a good point though. Like you said, it's all about knowing self-awareness. Like Pancho, you talked about we were all in on the veteran signings. You know I wasn't, dude. I was very critical. I hated bringing AK back. I didn't like the terms of the Juwan deal. I didn't like bringing Matthew back, which ended up, being a joke because he retired. But I was against that the whole time. But like Fernando said, if you could find the right timing of when to make these moves, that's the key thing. You don't want to invest into a guy unless you feel your team's ready to make it. Yeah.
So based on what we got right now, and I want each one of y'all to give, your opinion on it. Based on where we are right now with this current Saints roster, how much of an overhaul do they have, you think? What I mean by that is 30%, 40%? What you think, Dave?
I mean, let's play. I mean, Cam Jordan played on his fucking Super Bowl Saints team, bro. Let's play that. I mean, he's still on the Saints. I mean, that just says something here. You know what I'm saying?
What does it say?
Wait, what?
We need a turnover. We need to fucking turn this roster over, bro.
He's been here for a while, but I mean, no, I agree. But I think there's certain guys you got to keep. I would keep DeMar. How about that, Richie? I think the turnover is not going to be as much as what people expect.
I agree with Dave. I don't think it's going to be a lot at all.
Me neither.
Yeah, I think you're going to keep DeMario because DeMario right now looks really good. He's such a coach on the field. He's a great dude. And like y'all, like Pancho, you were the main one saying Mickey wants family-oriented guys. DeMario fits that profile better than maybe any player.
Well, no, that's why he's here, and that's why he's not going anywhere.
No,
and I'm
he's
just saying
he's still balling though, man. He's playing really well this year.
So this is what I think, and y'all can disagree. I think because of the surge of this team right now, and I kind of agree. I'm kind of with Pancho on some things. The quality of opponents, of course, is going to make you look a lot better. I'm not disagreeing that.
When we're going against teams that are trying to fucking tank. The Titans are trying to tank. The Jets are trying to tank. I mean, what the fuck out here, bro?
But hear me out, Pancho.
We're the only ones that are not trying to tank here, bro. We're trying to win every fucking game we can. That's all.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but they just beat two contending playoff teams back to back.
Terrible.
Every team you played wanted to win, Pancho, so far. Dolphins were still kind of alive.
Wait. Listen, Pancho, this is the other thing. When you talk about the teams that were about to play I agree that they're trying to tank. The Jets do not have a quarterback, so they need one. The Titans just drafted a quarterback number 1 overall, so they know they're not drafting a quarterback. The Saints have to figure out if Tyler Shuck was the guy. Now that we figured it out, maybe that is the route you go. You try and
look, and hopefully you're sitting on your hands this weekend, bro. And then Shuck does his thing, and I hope he does. I mean, listen, I don't want to waste another fucking draft pick on a QB. I hope Shuck is.
What has he done that you don't like right now, Pancho? What game could you point to and say, "Hey, I don't like what I saw"?
Well, he did have one bad game, Dave.
And what game were y'all going on?
And I'm not saying it's all him. The weapons on around him.
Was the worst game, Atlanta.
Listen, the weapons on around him right now, and for that to happen, you have to fucking put the bitch in drive and start going. Like holding on to a Jawan Johnson isn't gonna fucking move the
Listen,
train,
I'm letting
dog.
y'all know. I said it all year long, and I'm standing on it. Chris Olave, 125, 4 years. It's coming. Watch.
Wait, 145?
125.
Man, I still don't want to pay that dude $30 million.
It's
I
gonna
still want to
pay.
pay
No
him.
shot.
They're gonna
He's
pay.
not getting 30 million a year.
Yeah, I want to be like
I
around
think he
18
is.
to
I
20
think
at
Chris
best, and I don't
Olave
even know
is.
if I like that so much.
I think I can tell you right now, in my opinion, and I'm not being a homer. I right now I think Chris Olave is playing at least probably top 12 receiver right now.
Whew, shit.
Damn. Yeah.
Man, look, Richie, I've been harder on Olave probably than anybody this whole year,
The
man.
way it's steamed up, Dave, is what I mean. And listen, I get it. I don't think he's better than the top. Of course, I'm not putting him on a Jamal Chase. That's just ludicrous. But what I'm saying is, it seems to me that Kellen Moore is running his offense a lot through Olave. It just seems that way.
I mean, now last week, remember this past game, he didn't get many targets at all to the fourth, almost around the fourth quarter, and then he drops a beautiful throw right in his
says
chest,
a lot.
right in his helmet.
It says a lot, Dave, when they draw up a play and it goes to Olave for the
So
win.
Dave,
But
Dave,
listen, he rebounded though. Rich, he made a mistake. He had a crucial drop. He did rebound and finish the game really strong. So I'm giving him credit for that. But if I'm paying a dude $30 million, I want an alpha. I want a top 10 caliber receiver. And I don't think he's an alpha. I always call him a finesse number 2. He's like a Christian Kirk at his prime. That's what I look at him like.
So you said trade, right? You can
No, I don't want to trade him. I just want to sign him, but I want it at the right price because that's so important.
You can go trade Ruiz to Cincinnati for T. Higgins. There we go.
No, I don't think anybody's giving you shit for Ruiz. We're lucky if we get fucking some chicken livers and some shrimps. You know what I mean? Like we ain't getting no fucking French toast.
Richie, if you look at Jamal's making 40, Justin's making 35, Lamb's making 34, and it goes down to St. Brown's making 30, Tyreek's making 30, McLaurin's making 29, and T's making 29. So where are you putting Olave in this equation?
I think you put him around 29.
God damn. Wow, man, we talk about Olave a lot, y'all, man.
Fuck.
Because y'all think they're not paying him. He's paying. They're paying this man.
I guess I'm okay with them keeping him. But like I said, when you got a salary cap and you only got X amount of monopoly dollars to deal with here, I don't want to overpay that guy.
And I'm going to tell you one thing. It's kind of a fucking shitty situation. Olave's about damn the only receiver we fucking got. So obviously he's going to get the most targets. He's going to get the most fucking receptions if he catches the ball.
Bailey looks great to me. I like Bailey.
But in hindsight, Olave's been the mainstay. Olave's probably he's fighting for the fucking contract, obviously. So he's trying to pad the stats, AAK Michael Thomas. If you want to go fucking run yourself into that situation, Rich, let's go run out. Remember what we did with Michael Thomas? Michael Thomas had that with the 11 catch a year, whatever it was. What was it? 140 catches.
Right.
We gave him 100 and fucking something million.
Was good. He was arguably the best receiver in the league at that point. So I don't think any of us would have let him walk, is what I'm saying. But what happened with him was very unfortunate. But to me, like the forecast is there with Olave. He's had multiple concussions. He drops a lot of passes. At games, he disappears for games at a time. At times, he looks like a legit one. At times, but there's a lack of consistency, a lack of toughness. I want to see more hands for a guy that's a smaller receiver. You know what I mean? Like I see too many.
Dave, I'm not disagreeing. I don't think
you want to see your number one go up, get a 50-50 ball, go up, come down with the ball, not drop it like you did 2-3 weeks ago. Like your number one needs to be clutch. You know what I'm saying? And Olave isn't clutch.
Listen, Olave is going to go to the table, and like you said, Dave, we're talking about this way too much. Yeah. Olave is going to go to the table and say, "How much you have invested in me? Am I your number one? Let's start negotiating." And there you go. Right. That's it.
And I think it's all about, I don't know the free agency receiver market right this second. It's going to be fun. We'll look at that, I'm sure, in the next few weeks. But I think it's all about, like you said, you got to look at draft class, free agent market. I don't want to overpay for a guy. I mean, like Fernando.
Listen, you don't want to go run it. Listen, look at Miami right now.
So Dad, you think
Miami's in a fucking sinking ship with Tua. They got.
Go ahead, Pancho.
Miami got a bench Tua. They starting quarterback. They signed at $200 million last year, and they're on the hook for like 90. Like you don't want to throw money at a fucking whatever. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, do we want to go throw money at $30 million out of Olave? You're putting them on Justin Jefferson conversation.
No, I don't disagree. Then let him walk, Pancho. Let him just walk.
Nobody else is going to pay him that.
Going to pay
So
$30 million, and he's walking in.
So
Sorry, dude.
Listen, if he wants to be in New Orleans, I'm allow him to go get a contract and allow us to match it or do better.
Well, how's about do this? Exactly. Let him do that. Let him go see what he can get somewhere else, and you choose to match it. That's a good deal.
Yeah, let him test the waters. Unless you got a conversation going with him where you feel he's going to sign an extension prior to that 5th year, where he knows he has to prove a lot, where he's not looking for top dollar, because we don't know where his head's at, y'all. I mean, he might say, hey, look, dude, I'll take the 3-year extension. I want to be in New Orleans. Let's make it kind of a prove it deal where I'm still making $20 million a year.
In all actuality, your second contract in the NFL is probably going to be your last contract in the majority of people's careers. So that's your business decision contract.
I think
Olave's going to get the money, just like Mike Thomas though, and go in there and not. Some people just don't shine once they get paid, and that's what I'm afraid now.
Look, here's the deal. If you let Olave, I will agree with Richie on this. If you let Olave hit the market and go talk to other teams, he's going to get 30 from somebody else.
There you go.
So I think you got to pay if you're going to keep him.
Nobody's giving him 30 though.
Well, that was my next question, dude. What's the team that gives him 30? I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong, or Pancho Fernandez right or wrong.
Buffalo will give him 30.
Buffalo will give him 30 right now.
But here's my thing.
They don't have 30.
Where's Buffalo's cap room right now?
You can say 30 teams need a wide receiver, but they got to be able to pay that wide receiver. I mean, come on.
That's saying who has the cap space and the need to go pay Olave 30?
Cleveland?
You don't think New England? Yeah, New England.
New England's pretty weird. That's an interesting one because they can move on from Diggs after 1 year the way that contract's set up. So, New England's a possibility.
Pittsburgh needs receivers.
Well, look, in all actuality, he's under contract.
He's from Ohio.
He's under contract with us. If he's got that much fucking interest as y'all think he does, fucking send over some fucking offers, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would you not take a first or a second for Olave right now?
I'll take a second all day.
That's what I'm saying. Send me some offers. If they got that much interest, if somebody wants to pay him $30 million a year, send me some fucking draft picks, bro.
Don't backpedal, Pancho. We said if he goes on the market and seek a deal, the Saints will match it. You just said that. You said that.
I don't know if they will match it.
I don't agree with that. I don't think they would match it. If it hits the market,
I don't think they'll match it.
What I'm telling you, if we got a 5th-year option on, so he's still in our hands. If we can fucking trade the dude for something, and they're gonna give him $30 million, because that's all behind. Like, he's not gonna go to a team who's not gonna extend him, right, Fernando? In the trade,
exactly.
So they have to pre. So if you can find that team to do a 5 and 130 with him, or 5 and 150, whatever you want to fucking give him. Then
I think there's plenty of teams that give you a.
So they signing him. They signing him to be their career wide receiver. They're number one, so they can afford to give up a number 1 and number 2 next year.
I think in the offseason you'll find a team that give you a second-round pick for Olave.
And look, Richie, and that's where we got to see where Devon Vele is. If Devon Vele looks good week to week,
I don't think you're going to get a receiver back in quality. I don't think that.
No, I mean, but the good news is, Richie, Vele's under a very manageable contract. I think he's barely making a little more than $1 million per year. So that's good that a starting receiver next year could have such a low salary. You know what I'm saying? That's good value. That allows us to go spend elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Dave, I don't know why people are so scared to talk about this. Like, Vele's the dude. Like, he's legit. Like, really.
I'm impressed with him, dude. I like what he's doing right now the last few games.
Like, he plucks everything.
We said that, but we said the same thing about Scantling last year. Y'all remember
that? How we did.
Who's that?
What?
Who?
Dude, Josh Allen just threw him a touchdown last week, bro. So tell me more about that.
Wait, who are we talking about? Brandon Cook?
Valdez Scantling.
Oh, no, I was never a big Valdez Scantling guy.
He's not with the Buffalo.
Did he just fucking make a touchdown with Buffalo last week?
I don't know. He's played with like 14 teams.
He just made a touchdown last week in the snow game. He made a touchdown in the snow game.
I think he's played for 2 games in the same week.
He's
in the same week.
He did catch a touchdown. I forgot who.
I thought he
was with Buffalo.
Maybe not though.
Pittsburgh.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's who he's with.
No.
Well, Brandon Cooks is with Buffalo now, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's. Yo, I don't ever think. No, look, Richie, were you saying that? I never thought MVS was on. I'm a lot more excited about Vele than I was. MVS was just a rental last year to see if something would stick.
But he had a hell of a year last year, though.
MVS was also
he played well, but I feel Vele's in that, even though he's a little older, he's still not advanced in his career. He's still in that first couple seasons. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
he's still
listen,
got to mature despite the
people want
age.
to talk about it. Let's talk about the resurgence of y'all Pelicans.
Yes,
Tonight's game's gonna be a tough one. We know it. Fernando, Dave, y'all lead us off. I don't care who goes first.
Fernando, you can roll first, man.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if the word was resurgence just used just now, but they've looked good the last couple of games. I think Borrego's. It's weird how it worked out with the new NBA Cup, where he basically had like a little mini training camp to get kind of going what he wants to get going on the offensive defensive side for them. But I think that the Pelicans are in a very, very weird spot because they need to win because they don't have a draft pick, but they also have to play their young guys that they just picked. So I was looking at it the other night, and once DeJounte Murray comes back, which he's supposed to come back early next month, there's a lot of players and talent on paper on this team, and I don't know if it all works or how you make it work. But I'd expect the Pelicans to make some significant moves at the trade line or before the trade line. But it's fun to watch them.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. You would love a situation where DeJounte Murray comes back, plays really well the next few weeks, after the return, and you could get something for him. I mean, that would be great. I know we talked about Jordan Poole the last couple of episodes. We had discussed that. But to me, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of taking a turn on Jordan Poole. I think I even sent it to y'all. I think Jordan Poole will be traded. I'm changing my mind a little bit because I like to watch players and the way they react with other players and the camaraderie. Zion, it feels sometimes, I know fans see it, he looks a little disconnected at times from the other players. Not all the time, but at times. But Jordan Poole, he seems like a terrific teammate, man. I mean, you saw the other night in Chicago after Jeremiah Fears was getting interviewed. He was all over the place. He was goofing off with his guys. You could tell he's really into it with his other teammates. And to me, I think that goes a long way, dude, because like Richie, you always talk about, you say, hey, dude, we always talk about all the talent they have. I do think there's talent on this roster, but learning to become something in terms of chemistry and team identity, learn how to play defense as a team. I think that all goes into play. And I think you got to have the right group of guys, man. It's just that simple. And Jordan Poole's starting to show me that he's kind of a right guy going forward. You know what I mean? I'm feeling that hump on the fence about trading Zion.
Here's my thing, bro. Why would you want to trade Murray? Murray gives you size and length at the one where Fears don't give you that. So
So you putting Fears back on the bench?
No, I would start Fears, but I would have Murray in a close mix to use his length against the Shies or the bigger guys.
Well, Murray's already on record.
To me, Jose is the guy.
Listen,
the fan favorite. I would move Jose more than anything and keep Murray. Murray's
Jose's gone. He's definitely getting moved.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that want Jose.
I'm just saying Murray gives you a different aspect at the one.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Y'all think the Pelicans are moving Jose?
Well, now hold on. I'm going to say no. But I do hear what Fernando's saying. There's a lot of teams actually starting to inquire about Jose. They want that energy defender type guy. You know what I mean? I don't think we trade him though. I think he stays pat. I think you trade DeJounte Murray and possibly Zion.
I think you trade Herb Jones.
To me, Murray's more. Murray came over and he had a lot of flash with him, dog. He's elusive. He can get you to the hole.
Well, what am I trying to build though? My question is this? I want to build this team around Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen, Trey Murphy, guys like that, Jordan Poole.
It's just when you're hanging your hat on Fears, and then when he goes to the bench and you throw in,
you want the Saints to rebuild, but not the Pelicans.
No, I think the Pelicans have. I think Murray is a better talent than Jose. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm gonna go with. So I kind of agree with Pancho when Murray was brought over here. I was like super excited about what he could be.
Yes.
The problem is he's coming off of a major injury now, but I don't think he has value. I think he might be negative value right now because of his what he's coming off of. I think you have to build that value back up with him, and I also take into account that I believe that Joe Dumars came in, and remember Jose, Herb, even Trey, Zion, these aren't their guys. Fears and Queen are their guys. They didn't pick the rest of the team. So I'm going out on a limb and saying that I think with Richie, I think Herb and Jose are going to be the ones that get traded. That's just me. But
I mean, here's my issue with trading Jose and Herb. This is my issue with that, y'all. I'm not saying it can't happen if you get the right package, then you got to listen. But right now, defensively, this team needs help defensively. And to me, I don't know if I can trade my best one defender.
But Dave, he's not playing defensively like he used
So
to.
here's the problem. So you traded,
but I don't want to trade Jose Alvarado either because his defense off the bench. I mean, Jose's energy level on defense alone.
but Jose's not getting you to the championships, bro. I mean,
but Jose can be. But listen, so JJ Barea was a guy with the Mavericks years ago. He would have never started for hardly any team in history.
Y'all kind of getting back to where I said this earlier, Dave. I said this a long time ago, and you know I did, Dave. I said I was never a Jose guy. I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Listen, I like Jose, but I think people are. I don't know why. Here's my thing: if y'all can name me, what do y'all think you're actually going to get for Jose? I don't think the value's there, and I love Jose as a player.
I'm not worried about what
he's worth more to keep him than he is to give him away.
Listen, Dave. So how many roster spots you got on that bench, bro? I mean. You only got limited, and then you only got so many playing. Then you got so many playing minutes. To me, DeJounte Murray is a better athlete, a better talent than Jose is. So in the second string, if there is a second string, I would rather see DeJounte Murray and his talent out there.
But Pancho, you can't compare them two players.
No, and look, here's my thing. But y'all, if it was just a matter of who's better, DeJounte Murray or Jose Alvarado, that's plain and simple. It doesn't come down to that. It comes down to Jeremiah Fears is my future point guard, right? DeJounte Murray is not going to want to take a back seat to that as a guy that's been in the league for 8-9 years.
Nope.
But I think
secondly, DeJounte Murray makes over $30 million a year.
Listen, and somebody's offering, and like Fernando's saying, somebody's going to offer Jose possibly a starting spot.
I don't think that's the case. I think somebody's getting him for depth in defense. I don't think Jose is going to be a starter.
There is not a team in the NBA that Jose can start on.
No, he's like a JJ Barea back in the day with Dallas. A little better defensively. Barea might have been a little better offensively. That's what he is. He's an energy guy.
If Ronnie can start, fucking Jose can start, bro.
God.
No, Jose can't. Listen, you start line. Well, here's my thing. Jordan Poole or DeJounte Murray. That's where you.
Here's the question: are you taking Jose or are you taking Bronny?
Jose.
All right, so
take Jose.
Man,
okay, then Bronny can start for the Lakers. You don't think Jose can start?
With the Lakers.
Bronny, I don't know.
He has.
Like the Bakers.
He has.
Bronny's still looking for his car somewhere.
Yeah, dude. I have a real listen, man. I have a real situation in my brain playing out right now. I think Puka's brother. All right, he got busted stealing the Lakers player's car. Was he trying to take Bronny's car and just deliver that shit by happenstance to another city? Like, hey, dude, your car's over there in Denver. Why don't you go check out the arena over there and just stay out that way? You know what I'm saying?
Here's
that was the move to get rid of Bronny.
Listen, we keep saying who they trading.
Huh?
The logical, the correct choice to trade right now would be Zion because I agree with Dave. There is a big, I think, and I see it. There's a big disconnect between Zion and these young players. There is.
Look, here's the thing with Zion. Can I make one point real quick about Jose and Murray before we move off of that? Is that Jose, and Herb to that matter, I think are perfect, like way better players on championship contender teams than they are on the Pelicans right now. So my thing with building Murray's value back up is I actually think you can put Murray and Fears in the backcourt together. Let them play together. Let Poole come off the bench like he's been coming off and go that route. And then build Murray's value back up.
That's not a bad plan. Not a bad plan.
And then Dave, we were talking about what you can get for Jose. You realize the Pelicans, I think for the next 4 or 5 years, do not have a second-round pick. So if you can load me up with a few second-round picks to make some, you got to
have some low-grade
salaries and stuff like that. Like that's good. That's a good value to have. When you're looking down the pipe. As far as Zion has no leg to stand on anymore. He's coming off the bench and can't do nothing about it. I don't know if he's coming off the bench tonight again, but he's saying all the right things, doing all the right things right now because what else can he do? He's going out to Rouse's.
Fernando, is he trying to make himself tradable at this point?
That's what I believe he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So we discussed this.
I think Zion deserves a better. I think Zion deserves better than the Pelicans. I'm sorry.
No, I think we deserve better than him. Man.
Yeah,
do you know how much money the Pelicans organization gave that guy?
That man needs to go to a winning organization.
No, I mean, I don't care where he goes. I give a shit if we ship him to Sacramento and take Sabonis back and a pick. I'll do that 100 times out of 100.
We'll give you a pack of smokes and a 6-pack of beer. I mean, you know.
Well, no, I mean, listen, I don't want to give Zion away. That's my thing. I'm not giving him away to anybody. But
I traded for Austin Reeves.
now, one thing I will, yeah, there you go.
No, sir.
I would do that nowadays. But hey, Herb Jones. This is the point about Herb Jones.
Would you trade him to the? Would you trade him for the Pelicans? Would you trade him for the Lakers' first-round pick right now?
No,
They ain't got one.
no.
Yes, they do.
They ain't got one for like
They got
2030.
2031. is the pick.
2031 is the
The teams I'm calling is the team I already talked
The
about.
Lakers don't have a first round pick to
Yes, they
2031.
do. Yes, they do.
Fernando just told you 2031.
I think it's. I'm not certain on that, but I think it's 31 when they have.
No, it's not.
So if
Yes,
you're the
what do you think? How do you think they get all these players? They
Oh.
trade away their whole fucking future.
Well, first of all, Austin Reeves was an undrafted player.
Well, they just got Luka, so that cost them picks.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Actually, it didn't cost him a pick.
No,
Yeah,
I think they
they
gave
did.
up one first, huh?
No, they gave
they
up two
did
first, I
not.
think.
Two first?
They gave
Yeah.
up 2 players in that trade.
No, they gave up a pick too, though. They gave up.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
Antonio Daniels always makes fun of it. How Desmond Bain got like 4 firsts and only 1 went in the Luka trade or something.
5 million first-round picks.
Huh?
5 million first-round picks. The question is, I think. Listen, I think honestly, you probably try to make a deal with the Knicks for Zion.
I mean, but the Knicks, right now, the Knicks to me are trending up. They're one of the
Yeah.
hottest teams in the league right now. I'm looking at a team that's in the middle that's trying to find themselves to say, hey, listen, things aren't
Well, I
going the
guess
way
you're right.
I
I
wanted
mean, I
it to
guess
go,
you're
but I
right,
want
Dave.
to elevate myself mid-season, like the Hawks, maybe the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I mean, Dave, you're right. The Knicks just won a championship, so you're right.
Well, no,
Hang the
but I'm saying,
banner.
but they're playing good ball.
But they
Is what I'm saying, and they were deep last year, and they're playing
They
good
did
ball
win a
right now. So I don't know if they
championship.
really want to reset, like their whole
Wait,
plan
the
right
Knicks
now.
didn't win a championship?
Huh?
The Knicks didn't win a championship?
Oh man, that's some bullshit. But I mean, that cup thing is the most ignorant thing ever. I don't like. I mean, it's the craziest thing, and I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, they got to do something more with this cup thing besides.
They were celebrating like it was a championship, Dave.
They need to
I
give
can
you
tell
like
you
a
this,
tiebreaker
if
for the
the-
playoffs or something. You got to have some kind of edge going.
I think Pelicans fans would be happy if the
Yeah, I was gonna say if the Pelicans won the NBA Cup, I'd have a parade in the street by my damn self.
Break out the Zapp's potato chips.
And that's what
Beat
Richie
the beer.
did. That's what when Richie won in the COVID season, he was outside dancing.
Oh shit!
That was
The COVID title is such bullshit. I could do a whole
it's
show
not.
and
No,
talk
it's
to a
not.
wall about that show, man.
Fernando, was that bullshit?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Why?
That was the worst display of the NBA
'Cause
should just let that shit go.
I could tell you some stories about what was going on in the bubble. That shit was crazy.
The bubble
That-
was insanely bad.
But it was a championship. Well, listen, guys, we got to get out of here. We got a great game tonight. I do want to get everybody's picks tonight. Who you got, the Rams or Seattle?
Ooh, man, that's a good game, man. I'm
That's
gonna say
the
the
pick,
Rams.
right?
They're my pick to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC all of a sudden, man.
It's got to be the Rams. Yeah. Didn't Seattle won?
the
They
Rams.
lost to terrible. Who Seattle lost to?
Oh
Seattle
shit!
just won. They won by field goals.
Yeah, they pulled one out their ass against the Colts,
Colts.
wasn't it? Old Phillip Rivers, man.
Yeah.
He fucking must have been constipated at halftime and didn't play.
Dude, I can't say nothing. That kicker saved my ass in the playoffs.
I hear you, man. He
Philip
started
Rivers. Philip
Eating
Rivers
that
haven't thrown a ball in 4 years. Went into an NFL game and threw a touchdown.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Pancho. What does that say about the quarterback position when you get a 45-year-old guy off the sofa drinking whatever? He don't drink alcohol, so whatever he's drinking. Anyway, a 45-year-old guy steps into an NFL game, been going for 5 years, and throws a dime in the end zone.
The brain matters.
Yeah. Kudos to him, man. I tell you, that's all I could say.
Does that
I'll
say
say
that-
this, y'all. That football
Dave,
game's a good
Dave,
game, but I got to
does
watch
that
the
say
Pelicans
that-
game
is that-
tonight, bro.
is it-
Houston
does
Rockets
that
is
say
one of the
how
top 5 teams in the league, if you ask me, man.
But Dave, does that say how bad the quarterback play is in the NFL right now? Does it? Hello?
Where's Fernando, man?
What?
Oh, there you
I thought he said Dave. He said me or Dave?
Oh, he said me?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad shit, dude. I don't know what the hell, dude. I'm hearing voices and shit like fucking Sam Darnold years ago.
You need to quit smoking the ganya.
I'll tell you, Poncho's fucking contact high is coming through the screen. Fucking, it's unreal right now, man. This is groundbreaking shit that we're doing.
No, but listen, Listen.
No, I don't know, dude. I don't know what it means, Rich, but I got to give the guy some credit for playing actually half decent, man. At 44 years old, I mean, that's wild.
Yeah. All right, guys. Listen, we're gonna get out of here, y'all, man. Thank y'all for having us again. It's been a great week. If we will not be on next week. Of
Look,
course,
Rich, look, it can happen. Richie came out of retirement and started DJing again, so it can
There
happen.
you go.
It can happen.
Third time. The third time he
Right.
come out of
We need
And
retirement.
how?
somebody
And
to
Richie's
call him
59.
2
Richie,
a.m.
how old are you, Richie? You 59?
53.
53. Look at that.
Hey, we need somebody to be playing that Spring Love at like 10 o'clock at night on a Tuesday.
I played it last night, baby. All right, y'all. Good night, y'all.
See you.
All right.
Go Pros.
All right, man.